Hey, what's up? Pizowell here. Before I dive into this DVD spotlight, I kind of want to say thanks to everybody out there who's watched my videos and commented on them and have subscribed to me. I've got 50-some subscribers so far, almost 60, and that seems like a lot, especially since I've only been doing this for a couple of weeks now. So thanks to everybody out there who's subscribed and seem to dig my vids. Appreciate it. I also want to give two quick shout outs. One to Michael Costanza over at EerieTube.com. Check them out. And the other to Ray from SecretVideoLog and Hollebwood. Guy makes hilarious videos. If you need a good laugh, go over there and check them out. That's Hollebwood and SecretVideoLog. And I'll put links up over here in the thing, or over here, wherever it's at. But today I wanted to do a DVD spotlight on The Wrestler. Of course, a lot's been said about this movie, about Mickey Rourke's performance. It's basically the story of a washed-up, has-been professional wrestler who was kind of like Hulk Hogan was in like the 80s and the 90s. Just the all-American, the good guy, you know, that kids looked up to and everybody loved. And now he's kind of, well, he's not kind of, he's really down on his luck. He's doing the independent circuit, struggling to make ends meet, working at like a grocery store in the deli section. The movie tackles a lot of the cliches that you would associate with professional wrestling, the drug use, steroids, things like that, the way they talk. The independent circuit is where you start your career and where your career goes to die. And this is where Mickey's career is dying, and he's struggling frenetically to try and recapture that oh-so-fleeting fame that he once had. Here's how long ago he was big. At one point in his little ramshackle trailer, he invites one of the neighborhood kids in to play a video game that features the Ram. He plays the Ram, Mickey, by the way, his character name. A regular Nintendo game that featured the Ram. So this is how long ago this guy was big. And now, like I said, he's just sort of going along to get along in these crazy matches in independent leagues that take place in tiny little halls that, you know, a couple hundred people show up to, and he gets paid a couple of $100 to really beat the crap out of himself. There's one match in particularly brutal match, where involving a staple gun, barbed wire, panes of glass, all sorts of things, very bloody. But Mickey, or the Ram, sort of decides to turn his life around once he has a heart attack. The doctor tells him that his wrestling days are over, and he tries to rekindle his relationship with his estranged daughter, played by Rachel Wood, very good performance, and tries to build a relationship with Marissa Tomei's character, who is a stripper and a single mother. And the thing about the trailer, when I remember watching the trailer sort of sold the movie as an ascent. You know, this guy's rise back to glory. When in reality the movie is a descent, really. You know, we love to watch characters who are trying to get redemption, and we root for those characters, but we see in this character of the Ram that he is a classic screw-up. Even when he's trying to do right, he finds a way to screw it up. There's a tough scene that I found really difficult to watch in the supermarket. He's working the deli section. He's using one of those slicers that slices meat, and he gets really fed up, and he's at the end of his rope, and you know, he sort of has this epiphany that you know, life's not turned out the way that he thought it would, and he's pissed off, and he just slams his thumb into that blade. And I used to work at a supermarket like that, and I've handled those things, and those slicers are no joke, man. So I found that hard to watch. Mickey's performance in this, as everybody's heard of, is just phenomenal. He should have won an Oscar. It's politics. He didn't win. You know, Hollywood's a liberal town. Sean Penn's Hollywood's favorite liberal actor. He's playing a gay guy. The whole gay rights issue, gay marriage, and all that stuff. So, and hey, I'm a liberal too, and I'm totally about gay rights. If two gay people want to get married, more power to them. You know, I think the whole sanctity in marriage is BS. You know, I've had meals that have lasted longer than marriages in this country. The sanctity in marriage is strictly between the two individuals who are being married, but I digress. But Mickey's performance is off the chain, you know. But also Marissa Tomei's and Evan Rachel Wood give very strong performances. Marissa Tomei, if I may take off my critic hat for a moment and just put on my regular guy hat, looks phenomenal in this movie. She's 44 years old, and she puts most 24-year-olds to shame. You know, I get a lot of girls. You may not think that from looking at me, but I'm very charming. And most girls I know would kill to have a body like Marissa Tomei's. She looks great, and her performance is phenomenal. Darren Aronofsky directed this movie. Of course, he did Pi, Requiem for a Dream, The Fountain. And there's such an air of, because so much of it is shot handheld, there's such a raw sense to it and a reality to it that it's almost like you're watching a documentary about the Ram, played by Mickey Rourke. It's just a great film. If you haven't seen it, then I think that is a serious proof of a character flaw on your part, and I think you should, you either need to see a licensed psychologist or go rent this movie, and I think it'd be cheaper to rent this movie. So go to a place where DVDs are sold or rented and rent this immediately. Great movie, fantastic performance by Mickey Rourke. Everybody's talking about this as his big comeback. I don't think it's his comeback. I think it's definitely put him back on the A-list, but his comeback is something that's been happening for the past few years. He'd been in a lot of small parts in big movies, and gradually grew up to bigger parts, like in Domino, or his phenomenal performance as Marv in Sin City. But it's good to see Mickey Rourke back on top. I've been a huge fan of Mickey Rourke since I saw Barfly years and years ago, and I've seen just about all of his films. Buy the Angel Heart DVDs, this special edition of that. There's a great interview with Mickey where he talks about his career and sort of his downfall, and how he was trying to claw his way back. It was done long before this movie came along. But on a side note, pick up the Angel Heart Special Edition if you're a fan of Mickey Rourke. The special features on the disc is like a making-of documentary called Within the Ring. That was very cool. I liked it a lot. And the rest are music video. Of course, Bruce Springsteen wrote that song. I think the song's kind of funny. I love Springsteen, and I really like the song, but there's a line in the song always cracks me up where he says, "Have you ever seen a one-legged dog? Have you seen me?" That just cracks me up. But anyway, check this movie out. Fantastic film. Go rent it, buy it, steal it. Mickey Rourke is back. The Mick. Until next time, peace.